Hello everyone, welcome you all again to the channel Techno Tutorial. Today in this video we are going to discuss about your project. So by using Python and database connectivity we are going to create our project. So I have prepared one sample project for you. So I am going to show you. So this is your project description. So what you will get in your syllabus. So you can see from your syllabus about your project already it is written here. So I have prepared the project for you. So directly I'm going to show you the sample project that I have created for you so that you will understand. So now see, this is school management system, one project I have prepared for you. So this project is for computer science and IP for both students. I have prepared this project. So here data visualization part that I am using here in this project, so which is not required for IP student, or sorry, for computer student. So for IP student they have to do that also. Okay, so data visualization also I have done here in this project. So now see here school management. So how to start your project? Okay, so now step by step just see how I am starting the project. Now see, these are the files I have created here in this project. So this report I will send you in mail. This report is there already. So what to give, see, this is the cover page I have designed. This is the cover page. Suppose the report you have to prepare at last after creation, after developed your software, then you can create this report. So this is the report. The soft copy I will send you so that you can take help from here. So this is the project. So these are the pages. These are the page: acknowledgement, certificate, content, preface, aims and objectives, system description at a glance, system requirement specification. So what you need, actually everything it is given here. So what are the tables I have used here? So these tables in MySQL, what are the tables I have given here? Database name is what, table is this, table contents are these. So forms and data environment used. So these are the forms. So everything you will get in the project. So practical project. So this is the report after creation of your project. What you are going to design, what you are going to develop a project to submit in final exam. So this is the sample project I have created for you. So each of you have to create separate projects, right? So in a group there may be 2 or 3 members, maximum 3 members maybe there in a group. So if you want to work in group, so individually if you are going to do, then you can do individually also. So this type of report you have to make. So I will send you in mail. So now see, go to the project. So how to start? So I have created the project. I have created a school management system. So this is the first Python file that I have created. Okay, so now in this file what I have done, right click, open 3.7. see, this Python file first I have created. So here I am importing these modules. So just leave it now. So actually what you need, that means see, when you are going to run the project, so what is the first screen it will come? The first screen it will come, welcome to school management system, Marias Public School, it will come. Yeah, so there are different options you will get. So like see, all these are there in the print option. That means it will display as the first screen. Okay, so here it will come: number 1 admission, number 2 student data, number 3 fees details, number 4 graphical report, number 5 exits. These options are there. Okay, so these options should come in separate forms. So that is why I have designed this option in a module. The module name I have given as main menu. So that main menu I am importing here in this school management.py, school management system.py Python file. Okay, so the main menu is this. See, so that is why I am writing import main menu. So how to import module, already you know. This module I have created main menu. Main menu means this is the main menu. Okay, now see, go to the main menu here. This is the main menu. The same thing what we have given in the first screen, so everything it is there. So here up to it this, so this is the main menu is there. So what is there in the school management system, the same thing I have given here, the main menu. Okay, so done. After that, see, from school management system, so what are the options I have given here? See, import main menu means this main menu module I am importing here in this project. Import admission, so admission module I am importing here. Okay, so like, see what the example we have done, that is area and maths one, how to import Python libraries already we have done before. So like that, so admission is the library or module is there, I have created here. So from the admission module I am going to use some functions here, right? So from student data module we are going to use some functions here. So that is why I am importing these modules. That is clear? Okay, so now see, while true, that means this main menu I have given in loop. Okay, until you will press 5, it will execute the same thing again and again. That is why I have given this in loop. Once you have select this option, that number one, admission. So after that, when you will finish your task of admission, after what you will do, again you will get the main menu from here to here. Okay, so suppose for the next time again you are doing admission for next student. Okay, you can again select number one, done. After that, suppose again what you will do after finish that admission task, after that you want to see suppose student data, then you will select option 2. Okay, so the same thing it will repeat again and again until you will press 5. If you will press 5, then you will exit from the program. Clear? Okay, now see, in the first option what I have given till now, I think you have understand. If you will not understand, then if you just ask me in WhatsApp or you can call me. Okay, so now see here, number one admission, number two student data. Now for number one, these options I have given in condition. So here see, choice one variable I have taken here, int input, enter your choice. So you are converting your input to integer and you are storing here in choice. That means if you will press here 1, your choice, suppose you have entered 1 here, that 1 it will convert it to integer and it will store here in choice. Now the choice is 1. After that, again suppose you are pressing 2, that means your choice is 2. If you are pressing 4, then your choice is 4. Okay, so now see, your suppose choice is 1, then where it will go? This condition, if choice equal to 1, if this condition is true, that means your entered value, if it is 1, then it will execute this line. Clear? If your entered value is 3 here, the value of choice is 3 here, then it will check this condition, this is false, choice is 3, this is 1. Again it will check this condition, this is 2, okay. Again it will check this condition, this is 3 and this is 3, okay, this condition is true. That means it will execute this line. Clear? So now see, suppose your entered choice is 4 here, that means it will check this condition, this is false. Again it will go to this condition, false, this is false, this is true. That means it will execute this statement. Clear? Suppose your entered choice is 5, then break, that means it will finish here. Else, if you have entered any character which is not there in the list, that means there are 5 options, 1 2 3 4 5, suppose you have entered there 10, then that is invalid choice. You have entered invalid choice. That means you have to enter from 1 to 5 only. You have entered 10, that is not there in the list, that is it will come to the else part. So it will show error, invalid choice, try again. Clear? So one variable it has taken here, conti, here is equal to input, press any key to continue. Okay, so now see, so this is your project. So these main options are there, these 5 options are there. Now for admission I have prepared one module, that is admission, one different admission module I have prepared. So this is this, see this one. Clear? So now again for the next one, see, for student data For student data, I have prepared one another module, that is this is student data. This is clear. So again, similarly for fees details and graphical report, see, for fees details and graphical report, where is the graphical report? A report. So these are different modules I have created here. Clear? So this PYC file automatically it will execute, it automatically it will create when you will execute the program in your system. Okay. So now see, suppose for the first time what you want to do, you want to do the admission, then what how it will execute? See, your choice is 1 now. Okay, your choice is 1 now. Then if your choice equal to 1, where it will go? Admission.adm underscore menu. So what is the meaning of this line? Can you tell me? The meaning of this line is the admission module is there. From that module, we are using this adm underscore menu function. This function have done in the admission module. Clear? So that is why we are using this admission module. That is why we are importing this import admission here in this file. Clear? So now where to go? We have to go to the admission file now. Admission.adm menu. Let's see admission.adm menu is there or not. So now see, this is the admission file. So I am going to open this file. Here, see. Here in the admission menu, adm underscore menu, right? So no need to see these lines first. Why I am importing this automatically, step by step you will understand. Okay. So now let's see only this one. Define adm menu. That means we are creating one function, adm menu. Clear? Which I am calling from this at school management, adm menu. Clear? Admission.adm menu. So in the admission module, this adm menu is there. Clear? So in this adm menu, what I have done? In the adm menu, I have done in loop. Again, I am giving these different options. So in admission, what you want to do? Suppose admission details, then show admission details, then search student, suppose deletion of record, update admission details, then return. So these are the different options I have given. Similarly, what I have done in the student management system. So in the admission details, in admission form, I have designed these options. I have given these options. In your choice, the same thing what you have done there. So here see, in the same admission file, what I am doing, if you are going to create one admission, suppose one student admission you want to do, you want to create. For that case, you will select this option 1. When you will going to select option 1, then your choice is 1, condition is true, then it will go inside this statement will execute. Isn't it? Yes, this statement will execute. So this statement means, what is the meaning of this statement? This say admission.admin underscore details. So this is the function which is there in admission module. It is clear? So where is the admission module? We are already there in the admission module. See, admission. So I am using this admission.adm details. That is why I am importing again this admission module here also. Import admission. It is clear? Okay. So now see, if you are calling admission.adm underscore details, so what do you understand? That means in admission module, this admin underscore details function is also there. Right? So go to this function now. Admin underscore details. So go down here, see, define another function I have created here. So the function name is admin underscore details. So what we want to do here? Here we want to do, see, enter admission number, enter roll number, enter student name, enter address, enter phone number, enter class. That means one student's record we are going to insert now, right? So where we are going to enter records? These records we are storing here in these different variables, right? So in your project, what you want to store, like this you have to store in a variable in Python first. After that you are going to store in database, right? So now see, here in the different variables we have stored different information. Done. So now the meaning of these two line already you know. How we have done the connectivity between Python and MySQL already you have done. mycon.co.connect, this co is we have already created here to use MySQL here in Python, see this import mysql.connector SCO. This MySQL connector module or library you have to import, right? So we have imported this module also. Then only you can use SCO. So that is why I am writing here co.connect host localhost, and so already you know what about this. So your system name localhost, username MySQL username, password blank is there, database MPS. So now see this, if you will execute this statement, it will not work in your system. Why? Because this database should be there in the system, then only it will work. So when you will execute this program, then you have to start this web server also. This web server also you have to start. Then only it can retrieve data from the database, or it can store data in the database, right? So now see, in the MySQL, I'm going to show you here, there is no password blank, press enter. So here, show databases, no, our database is MPS here, right? Use MPS, semicolon, enter. Now see, database since. Now I'm going to show the tables. Show tables, semicolon, enter. These are different tables here. Admission table is there, fee table is there, and student table is there. For fee structure, see here in the Python module, here see our options. Admission is one option, another option is student data is there, and fee details is there, graphical report is there. So these are the main options that admission student admission information we have to store somewhere. For the admission table I have created there. For student record I have created this. For fee details I have created the table there. So different tables I have created here in MPS, right? So now in the admission table, see what are the fields. DESC, describe admission, semicolon, enter. Now see, ADNO is there, roll number, admission number, roll number, student name, address, phone number, class. Okay, how many fields are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields are there. So in the Python, in the admission, here see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 records we are going to insert. Okay, so now these records we are going to insert in admission table. So that is why the query I am writing here, insert into admission. This is clear. Insert into admission. What we are going to store? We are going to store this ADNO, RNO, SNAME, address, phone number, class. So these values we are going to store. Okay. Now these values I am writing here. See, these are the field names. Okay. ADNO, RNO, SNAME. These are the different field names. And here, these are the values. So see, for the first one, ADNO, okay, for the first one is admission number, enter admission number. So I am writing here input, enter admission number. So what do you understand from this line? That means we are entering one string, not a number. Just remember this. We are entering string, input direct I am writing, not writing int here, okay. If you are entering string, then the first value it will store here in ADNO. This is the MySQL variable name, MySQL field name, ADNO. See, this is the ADNO here. This field name is that. So now, here in ADNO, we are going to enter the value, this one, first value, string value. That is why I am giving this code, single code I am giving. This is string, that is why, right? For the next option, we are entering RNO roll number. So we are entering one integer value. This is integer, right? So integer, no need to write inside single or double quote. That is why there is no single or double quote. Clear? So like that, we have entered how many fields are there? 6 fields. So that is why I am giving 6 curly brackets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 curly brackets I have given here. Finish? So like this, you have to write form. See, format this thing I have writing. These are the variable name what we are using here in Python. These are the variable name which is there, which are there in the MySQL database field name, and these are the variable name that we are using here. This is see ADNO, RNO, SNAME. So which is there here? See in the Python, ADNO, RNO, SNAME. These field names I have given there. Okay. So this is the syntax how to write. Clear? So I have inserted these values: student admission number, roll number, enter student name. So this thing I have inserted there. Done. After that, cursor.execute already you know. So commit means if you are changing in the database, you are entering record means database is changed. So everything has done here. After that, print record has been saved admission table. So done, your admission saved. After that, what to do? If see some exceptional error may be there which you cannot find out, for that case we are using here try and accept concept. So if you will that means you just think about if else. If no errors are there, that means this coding will execute, and if any error is there, that means it will print error. So now to write these lines. Save. So now see, done. That means what we have done up to this, what we have done this admin underscore details. From where we have come? We have come from admission.admin underscore details. That means we have inserted one admission record. Clear? So after that, suppose you have selected your choice is 2 here. So admission details. What you have entered you can see now. Yes or not? So now go to the choice 2. Your option is 2 here, choice 2 here. Admission.show admin details. So again here in the admission file I have done show admin details. So here what we are doing, we are connecting the database now. So after that cursor select star from admission. So it will execute. It will retrieve the records from admission table. After that fetch all record. It will retrieve then for row in data. So the already you know how to retrieve from the database. So this is the format already you have done. So it will display the records what you have inserted in the admission table. Done. So after that the next option I have given here, see search. That means search student suppose. So for that case 3 is there. Your choice is 3. Now it will choice 3. Then it will go admission.search admission details. So search admission details one function is there. So here see search admission details. So here what we are doing, we are again connecting the database. Cursor admission number, enter admission number. So your admission number you have inserted here in AC in string. st.select star from admission, where admission ADNO is the admission number there in the MySQL table is AC. So this is the format. Okay. So if you have entered here 205, then it will take 205 here. ADNO is 205, then it will display the record of 205. If your admission number is 109, then it will display 109's record, right? So it will display data. After execution, after retrieve the record, it will store here in data. So after that, print data. So it will display data. After that, the next option is there for delete admin details. So if you want to delete any admission details, for that case, delete admin details one function already I have done here. See, delete admin details. So to delete, I am writing the query here, delete from admission where admission number is this. Clear? So after that, again, suppose you want to do edit admission details. If you want to edit something, for that case, number 5 is there. If you will press 5, your choice is 5 here, then it will go to this edit admin details. So here see edit admin details. So in the edit admin details, again I am giving some options. Okay. So here in these options, what I have given, edit name. What do you want to edit? Edit address, phone number, return. So these things you can edit. That means name you can change, edit address you can change, phone number you can change. For that case, these 3 options I have given here. So if your choice is 1, that means edit name. So for that one, where is the edit name function? Edit name function is also there in the admission file. So again in the admission file, I have defining one function, edit underscore name. So again, how to edit in SQL, we have already done. So how to edit, you can see from here also. After that, suppose you want to change edit address, edit phone number. So like that you can change. So we have finished this admission menu, ADM underscore menu. So we have from where we have come from student management system. So here this is the student management system. Here number 1 admission. So here in admission ADM menu we have finished now, right? After that we will go to the student data.stu menu. So we have finished admission, about admission. After that we will go to the student data. So before proceed to student data, I am going to run this project. I am going to show you about the admission. Okay. Now see, press F5. Okay, it is working. So here see, welcome to school management system, Marias Public School. Number 1 is admission. We have not discussed about these points. We have discussed about number 1, admission. So enter your choice. So what you are doing here, this option you are doing now. See, this is the menu. Here enter your choice. Your choice you are going to input here. Okay, we are going to choice 1, admission. So where it will go, admission.adm menu. Okay, so now press 1, then enter. Now this screen is coming. So from where this screen is coming, this screen has come from the admission. See, so in the ADM menu, what are there? Welcome to school management system, admission is there, admission details, show admission. So here see, welcome to school management system, admission details, show admission details, search, deletion of record, update admission details, return. Okay, so now what you are going to do, you are going to suppose input details. So if you are going to input new student record, then your choice is 1 here. So if your choice is 1, then you will go admin underscore details, right? So you have to go to the admin underscore details. So this function, in this function what you will get, these options you will get, you have to enter this. Okay, so now go to the output again. So here see, I'm going to run this project. Here enter your choice. From admission details you are going to enter your choice. Press 1. Press 1 means admission details you are going to input now. Enter. See, enter admission number. Where it has come? It has come from this. From where? This one. Enter admission number. That means this function is working now. Okay. This function, where it has come? It has come from your choice 1, admission underscore details. So you are going to enter this only. So in admission details, enter admission number. This is in string. Admission number is there, roll number, S name. So like this it will come step by step. Admission number, suppose I have given 2013. 201 suppose. Press enter. Enter roll number 1. Student name, Deepjyoti. Press enter. Address, JRT I have given. Enter. Phone number 6060606023. Done. Enter class, suppose class 10. Done. Press enter. So after this what has come, record has been saved in the admission table. From where this line has come, this line has come from here, record has been saved in the admission table. Now after that what it has come in the output, see, it has come again the admission details. So admission details, this is the same thing, it has come again. That is why this function I have given in loop. Why I am using here loop, now you understand I think. While true, while loop we are using here. Okay, when we will press 6 then only it will exit. Okay, so now see, while true, that means this is true now. So that is why this form again it has come in the output. So again this has come. So now you have done the admission details, you have inputted the admission details. Now you want to see the admission details. For that, press 2. So you are pressing 2 here. Now see, admission details has come. These records are there in the database. These records are there in the database. Okay. In last record we have entered this 201. 201 Deepjyoti JRT. This is class 10. Right. So after that again the same form has come. Why? Because this is in loop. So when we will press 6, then only it will execute. Okay. So after that you want to search, okay, any student. These are the student IDs. So 201 we have given student number, student ID. So now search. For search we are going to press 3. Enter admission number. What is the admission number? Admission number, suppose I am going to search 201. At last what we have entered. So now see, in 201 what is coming? 201 1, roll number 1, Deepjyoti JRT. So this has come. Done. So now we are going to delete any student record. Suppose these are the student records are there in the system. So now I am going to delete. If you are going to delete suppose 201, then it will delete. So now I am going to suppose delete number 4. Enter admission number 201. Okay. So what is doing? See, data deleted successfully. Your record has deleted or not, you can see by pressing 2. If we will paste 2 here, then it will show the admission result. See, 201 is not there in this list, right? So now after that, suppose update admission is there. So now again I am going to give the admission for one student, choice 1, enter admission number 201. Again I am giving here roll number suppose I am giving here 1, then it is Deepjyoti, then address is suppose JRT, phone number 60606023, then class 10, done. Again one more student I am going to add, 202, admission number 202, roll number 1, student name is DWPAK Deepak, address is suppose GHY, and the phone number 60602523, then enter class. Suppose I have given the class is 11 here. Done. Now these records I have entered. Now I am going to update any admission details. Okay, so for that case 5 we have to select, press 5, press enter. Now see, in 5, case number 5, where we have gone, see, in the admission form, when you are pressing this update admission details, that means your choice is 5 here. If your choice is 5, you will go to this 5 case, admission, edit admin, edit underscore admin details. So when you are going to select this option, so where it will go, in the admission form, edit admin details. So here you will go to the edit admin details, edit admin details. So here again some options we have given, that is why this output has come. One, what do you want to edit actually? Edit name, edit address, phone number. So that is why it is coming like this. See, edit name, edit address, edit this. Suppose and enter your choice. Edit name, suppose number 1. Enter admission number, whose name you want to change. So in 201 I have entered Deepjyoti, right? So 201 I am giving here. So name, correct name. So here the correct name I am giving DWPJYOTI Deepjyoti . Done. So title also I have given here. Press enter. So edition done. Edit done. So if you have to see it is edited or not, then you can search by tree also, or you can see the show admission details also. So I am going to show admission details, suppose 2. So here see admission details has come. This Deepjyoti 201 Deepjyoti has come. Done. This is edited. Okay. So addition also, edit also done. So after that return. So if you will press 6 here, then you will go to the, where you will go? Return means you will go to the main menu again. Press 6, yes, enter. See, again the main menu has come. So admission we have discussed now. Now we have to go to the student data, right? So now go to this school management system. So here see, number 1 case we have already discussed, right? So now in the case 2, if your choice is 2 here this time, then student data is there. So student data is, suppose you want to see. So for that case, case choice is 2 here, then case 2 is there. So from student data module you are going to STU menu, not going to admission menu. So now you can close this admission file. Close. So like this you have to go, right? So first you have to create your project like this, school management system. Suppose I have created. No need to write, no need to import this module first. First you just design your menu. What do you want to display? What do you want to do? After that, the different tasks, from the different tasks if you are going to do, then you just import your modules one by one. Okay. So now in the next time we are doing student data. For that case we are going to this module student underscore data STU menu. So STU menu, one function is there in the student data module. So that function, to that function we are going now, right? So now student underscore data, see, student underscore data, this is the student underscore data, ideally done. So similarly what we have done in the admission menu, so here ADM menu, here STU menu I have given there one function. So in this function these are the different options I have given. These are the similar things what we have done in the admission. So if you will see from here, then you will understand automatically. Okay. So add record is there, student details is there, search by student. So everything it is given there. Okay. So now here. So for add records, so these are the add records. See, session input, enter academic session, enter student name, enter class, enter roll number. So these are the different records I have entered here. So you can see from here and you can practice. Okay, so these are the different options I have given for the student also. These are the similar things what we have done in admission. So I think no need to describe again the same thing. So the methods already you have understand. Okay, so now for the different thing, after student here, fee details is also there. So different fees details, again I have created different table. So see, when you are going to run this project, before that you have to create in database these tables also, then only it will store, otherwise it will not store. And number of, always you have to see number of fields, how many fields you have given here, and the types, what are types you have given, and it should match in your project. That means here, if any of the file, if you are opening admission, I suppose this is admission, in the admission file, so what you are entering, this thing you just see carefully. Insert into admission, how many fields you have given there, and how many fields are there in the table, and what about the field name here, and what about the field name here. So everything should be correct, then only it will execute. So see it carefully. Okay, admission values. So here also you have to see carefully. So what type of data you are entering here into the different variable names, and if you are giving here single quote or double quote or not. Okay, if it is integer, no need to give the single quote. If it is string, then you have to give the single quote. Okay, so after that, in how many fields you are entering, 1 2 3 4 5 6, then 6 curly brackets should be there. If you are 3 fields, then 3 curly brackets should be there. After that, after the format, here I have given the variable names. The variable name should be same with the name what you have given here. Okay, so this thing you have to see carefully, right? So like this you can go for your project, you can create your project, but first just create your menu, main menu. After that, one more thing you just see here, for the computer science student, you have to go for only option 2 3 and 5 also you can use. And this graphical report you no need to use, computer science student no need to use, because it is not there in your syllabus. So this graphical report is there with data visualization for IP students only. The IP students also have to do this graphical report function also. The same thing what we have done before, the same procedure we have used here. So here see, if you are for IP student, now see, if you are going to select your option 4, graphical report. Okay, so now option choice 4 is the report one, another module I have created, gr underscore report one function is there. So here this is the report module. Open this module. This module is there. In the report module, what I have done, class wise student details, session wise student details. Okay, now press 3 return. These two options I have given. Okay, so you can give any report, any data visual, so you can use in your project depending on your project. Okay, I am just going to show you, that is why I am just going to show you the sample. Okay, so now see, if you want to display the records class wise student report details, for that case press 1, your choice is 1. If your choice is 1, report dot cwsr. So report is your module and cwsr your function here. So in this function, what I have done, see, I have retrieve record, select distinct st classes. That means from student. Okay, from student table I have done this. So go to the student table. This is the student table here. So here describe student. Describe student. So here see. So these are the fields there. Okay, in student some records are also inserted. Select star from student, semicolon, enter. So these are the records have inserted in the student table. Okay, so now suppose in student record we are going to store some other records also. Okay, so once I'm going to show you the output, then after I'm going to add more students record. So now see, so I have created one pie chart for this, for data visualization. Okay, when you will run this project, so see in the output screen here, Now for IP here, see, for you want to see the graphical report class wise. Okay, press 4, enter. Class wise student details, session wise student details. Suppose class wise I want to see, press 1. See, it has come. Enter your choice. Your choice is 1 here. Distinct classes, choice 1. Distinct classes are 10 and 11. Okay, different classes are only 10 and 11s are there. 11 2 classes are there, 10 1 classes there. That means different classes, distinct classes only 10 and 11 is there. That is why distinct classes 10 and 11 is coming. And the students in 10 is 1 only. In 11 2 students are there. Okay, so now see here, in 10 only 1 student is there, in 11 2 students are there, right? So that is why it is coming like this, and your screen is coming like this. In 10 33.3%, and here in 11 66.7%. This pie chart has come. Close. So now I am going to add more student. Okay, so now press 3, suppose press 3, return. So now student data, in student table we are going to insert some other record also. Okay, so now press 2, add student record. Okay, enter your choice 1 to 6, press 1, add student record. So here enter academic session 2000, suppose this is 2020 minus 21. Okay, so after that enter student name, enter student name, Deepak. Enter class, suppose again one another student I am giving 11. Section A, suppose roll number 2, subject 1 ENG, subject 2 MATH, subject 3 COMP. Done. One record we have stored. Another one more student I am going to add student record. Press 1, academic session 2020 minus 21. Enter student name, suppose SIMA. Then a student class, suppose I am giving here 12. Enter section A, roll number 3, subject ENG, ECO and GEO. Done. 2 records have inserted. Now I am going to show the pie. So here I am going out from this menu. So press 6 here. Okay, now we have come to the main menu again. So graphical report, press 4. Class wise I am going to see number 1. See how many students in 12, 20%, 10, 20%, and 11, 60%. Done. So like this it has come. So now I am going to show the session wise. So press 2 for that. So this session wise it has come. 2010 10 it has given there in the database, that is why it is coming like this. So it is 20%. 2011 12 20%, 2020 21 20%, 2020 21 40%, 2020 2020 21. See the differences. This is one differentiation 202021. Here see 2020 202021 2021. So this is differentiation, it has taken like this. Okay, as you inputted there in the database, like this it will come actually. Clear? So this is data visualization also we have done here. So this is the project that I have created for you. Okay, so now if you will press 3, then you will return from this page. So again you are in the main menu. So in the main menu, if you will press 5, then exit. Enter your choice, press 5, press 5. Done. You have coming out from the project. So this is the sample project that I have created for you. From this project you will get an idea so how to create a project. Okay, so you can start your own project. All of you have to start different project. In a group you maybe there maximum 3 students may be there. Okay, so I suggest you to create all of you separate projects so that your concept will be clear. Okay, so you can take different project like library management system, like admission management system, school management system, flight management system, air ticket, bus ticket management system, railway reservation system. So different just basic concepts should be clear. For that, see, your database should be there, and you have to connect from MySQL, from the Python, and how to connect and everything you will understand when you are going to create your project by your own. Already we have you used this concept, Python, MySQL already used before, and using Python libraries also we have used before, right? So the sample project also I have done for you. So I will send you this project in mail, this project in zip file I will send you. Okay, so you can create your own project. Now you can start your project. Okay, done. So if you have any doubt, if you want any idea for project, you can call me, or you can send message in WhatsApp group also. Okay, but you have to start project now. Now I am going to ask about this project only. So the networking concept is left, so we will discuss. This is a theory chapter, we will discuss later. So how many time you will take, that is no matter, but no, not more than enough. Okay, just start this project now only. So you have to finish uh, as soon as possible. Okay, okay, done. Bye bye.